Hello and welcome to round 2 of RFL Season 3. This evening we are in Bahrain. So I am TBH Will and I will be your commentator tonight. So we're just starting out at the start of qualifying. The guys will be sorting out their setups and then we'll see who jumps out on track first. So that looks like a Sauber further down has come out first. A Haas of Kingly Diagram. A couple of cars pouring at the pits now. Out on the super softs. We're on board with the Kingly Diagram. He's probably going to be the first car to go around here and get a flying lap in. So we've also got Axe Curve on an outlap, Damon Rocks, Come Easy the Iceman, F1XL Roland, Callum G247, All Eyes on Matty, also come on his outlap. As Kingly Diagram starts his flying lap now. So judging from other leagues and other drivers that I know, somewhere in around the low 127s could be the potential pole time today. That's what the drivers are going to be looking to achieve. But actually looks here like the Hash drivers are giving each other a tow. That was worked quite nicely. So Kingly Diagram now heading down towards the last turn. Going to be the first car to post a lap. So we'll put him on the provisional pole, see how long it lasts for. So he's set a 126.2. So much quicker than what I expected the times to be. Morgs sits at 27.2. Callum sits at 29.6. We also got Axe Curvers on a flying lap. He'll be coming near the end of that now. So here he comes. Full throttle down towards the last corner. There's quite a bit of curve there on the exit. He's going to cross the line and it's going to be a 127.8. We have a couple of other guys out on track here. Rise coming down, it's just like the last corner. He's going to be setting his time now as well. Doesn't take as much curve as Axe Curve did. And he jumped into second with a 126.9. These guys possibly going to be able to dip into the mid 120s. JJ Rock, Red Bull driver, also coming around to set his lap. He's going to cross the line and go. Oh, he must be starting his lap now. Wasn't being shown on an out lap there. So JJ interestingly out on the medium tyre. You would expect this race to be a one stop. Either super soft to medium or probably soft to medium. I have heard that the two stoppers are in 1 second quicker, so if you have the pace you could probably carry that one. It'll be interesting to see what strategy the drivers go for. But with JJ heading out here in the early stages on the medium tyre, I highly doubt that's what he's going to finish the session on. I would highly expect him later on to go and put a lap in on the soft to the super soft. As we have yellow flags in sector 2, 3 there, could just be a car slowing down. So this has been a very stable lap from JJ, hasn't really done anything wrong. He is going to be off the pace a little bit though because of that tyre, but he does go 13th with a 131.5. So I highly suspect that he can go much quicker than that. Got Fap Ericsson sitting in third. He's set his time now. I'm driving towards the hairpin there. Not quite sure if he's still on a lap or not. Very neat through the hairpin. So his timings are on par to be doing a timed flying lap. We'll just see what he does around here. Could just be a quick in lap. He's already done one lap. Yeah, he's already done one lap on those supers. I didn't think he would be going again. Also got S. Perez down at the bottom there, hasn't set a time. Let's see if he's somewhere on track. So here he is here. He's going to be setting his time now on the soft tyre. It's at DRS advantage just for the last little bit. So he's going to be starting his time lap now. The only driver to not yet have set a time lap. Going to be costing himself time in this session. If you work it right and get out early enough, you can get 3 runs in these short qualifying sessions. So he's possibly going to lose out on a run here. By the time he does his time lap, his in lap, then pits again. You really do need to be quick out of the box in these sessions to make the most of the track time to get your best time possible. Just coming down the second straight where DRS is available here in Bahrain. But up here, this is going to be quite a tricky corner to get together. If you take too much curb there on the outside, then it's really unforgiving. It will send you across the track and into the barrier. So hopefully we won't see any drivers caught out by that one tonight. Fingers crossed. He's going to come across the line now and set a Where did he go with that one? So he's set at 128.5 in 10th place. Who else do we have out on track? Next car is back out on track. So he's going to be starting another flying lap. Tries is doing an outlap. Only diagram, possibly again back out for an outlap there. It's on the same super softs that I set his fastest time on though. Maybe, oh, ran really wide there. He's not going to improve his time on that. So hopefully he is on an outlap and he hasn't just compromised another flying lap there. So Axe Curve, looks like he's come off track. Who else we got on track? Lewis sitting in 11th place there. Kimmy the Iceman. He's just set a fastest time of 128.3. So I'm expecting more from a couple of these drivers. I feel like Callum, he can go quicker. Yellow flags in sector 1, so you can find out where that is. Not sure where that was. Sector 1 and sector 3 we've got yellow flags. Just slow moving cars, I think. Callum G is now out the pits to do a flying lap. He's on the soft tyre. He's getting out of the way for a Ferrari. I think that is Schweiz. Nope, Fap Ericsson, so he's actually on an outlap as well. Callum just mustn't have realised. It's always hard to tell who's coming up behind you. He's just coming down here to the final turn. See if he can improve on that 26.9. I don't think he's going to be able to. Oh, just a 26.7. That's a very close one. Still not close enough to Kingly Diagram though. So yellow flags going in sector 2 and 3. See if we can find out why that is. That's still for Callum G, moving very slowly there in sector 2. He's just giving way to all these cars. He's going to have very, very cold tyres now unless he can get quite a bit of heat into them coming around this last sector. He's going to really need to light them up. So you can see he's still steering left and right there, trying to get a bit more warmth into the tyres. Hopefully he's got enough warmth in before he goes to start his lap here. Yellow flags in sector 1, not sure why that is. Hopefully it's another slow moving car. Maybe the Iceman is left. Hopefully someone can get him back in. Everything looking pretty neat here from Callum. Hopefully he can improve on his lap time of about 28.9. He's still on the soft tyres. Get the DRS advantage coming down here. Very tidy through there as well. Oh, he's backed out of the lap. Obviously didn't feel he was going to improve on his time. So he's backed out and he's going to go again. Got Perez on another lap on the super softs. Got both Hasses out on track there. Oh, so Sam MCL is retired. Didn't find out what's happened here. Looks like that was in sector 1. As Morgs comes round the final corner, is he on a flying lap? He is. He improves up to 4th with a 127.1. It's out of the way for that Force India. He's retired. Guessing he doesn't think he can go any faster. Rise is back on an outlap. Kingley Diagram also still on track. He'll be coming set a time now. We'll see, is he going to improve on that 26.2? Oh, but the lap counter hasn't jumped up the other side of his tyres, so must be the end of an outlap. Axe Curve still on track on those super softs. He'll probably be coming in now. AJ Rock on the soft tyre this time. He improves by 1 place, 27.4. Oh, he's also retired. All these guys just retired. Yeah, so we're not very far from the end now. Anyone going to be able to make a late push and steal this pole off Kingley Diagram? I don't think he's closest. I'm going to ride on board with Schweiss for this lap. Probably going to be one of the last cars on track as well. I don't think anyone else behind him is going to get round to set another lap. Maybe Axe Curve. Where's Axe Curve? Axe Curve just coming into the hairpin. Big lock up there on the front left. Oh, the back end steps out massively there as well. Going to lose all sorts of time with that. He's currently sitting in 5th. Is this lap going to be enough to get him further up the grid? I don't think it is. And if he sets a faster lap on these tyres, he's also going to start the race on them. And they're probably going to be pretty beat up, especially that big slide out the hairpin. Oh, he spun and he's hit the wall. Axe Curve has hit the wall. He definitely will not be setting a faster time, so we'll go back to Schweiss. He's going to be coming in the last corner now. Hopefully Axe Curve's got his car out of the way. Goes across the line. Can I get any quicker? Oh, a little bit. 26.5. Not enough to take pole away from Kingley Diagram. Wasn't enough in the end. Still a good 3/10 off there. So Kingley Diagram, your man on pole, followed by the Ferrari of Schweiss. We've got Fap Ericsson, Morgs, Axe Curve, Damon Rocks in 6th. 7th and 8th are Sam and JJ Rock. 9th and 10th are Salzigger Dustin and S Perez. Big Will in 11th with Lewis Ham alongside. Kimmy the Iceman in 13th, F1XL rolling in 14th, Callum G247 in 15th, and all eyes on Matty will be at the back of the grid in 16th. That is your grid for this Bahrain Grand Prix. Gotta think, by the clear pace shown by Kingly diagram there, that he's probably the favourite for this race. There's a good clear 3/10 ahead there. But we'll see what the race brings. The guys are on the grid at the moment, just doing their final tweaks, any setups, pit strategies. A couple of them readying up now. I would definitely watch Schweiz down turn 1 as well. I think if he can get ahead of Kingly diagram, that'll be crucial in this race. Still waiting on Callum G at the bottom there to connect or ready up or whatever he's doing. Callum has left the session, so we're going to do the formation lap. Not sure what's happened there to Callum. So while the guys are on the formation lap, we'll fire him a quick invite, see if we can get him back in. We get Messi from the guys at the back there in formation lap. Kingly diagram just seems to be taking his time a little bit here. Warm his tyres up. He'll be under no pressure to get this lap done quickly. So this is the final chance that the drivers have, just to sort of find their braking points and get a run around the track before the race starts. Just on board with all eyes on Matty here. Actually looks like the car of Callum G has disappeared. I don't think he'll get back into this session. Oh, has he made it? I don't think he will if his car's disappeared, so whether it will respawn here as they're on the grid or not. I would expect to see that 15th place spot on the grid sitting vacant. There's a couple of guys now getting disqualified from the session. They're all sitting pretty close together there. So just waiting now for these last cars to pull up, take their place. Then there will be a slight gap, slight waiting period. Those lights will go on now. We'll be up on the lights to go on. Apparently Kimmy the Iceman has already moved up a few positions. He has jumped start by quite a bit. Not sure where he's going. Not entirely sure what's happening there. It's come to a stop. The lights are on. In first place. And it's left session, so they're away. It's lights out. The next one's still sitting there. So in second is Kingly Diagram down into turn 1. It's pretty close up at the back here as Renault runs wide of all eyes on Matty. We just pushed it wide a little bit there. Got yellow flags in sector 1. That's for the Red Bull of Axe Curve. He's come off the track. Kingly still leads from Fap Ericsson though, so I imagine if Kimi has jumped the start, he's going to have to go in and serve a drive-through penalty. A little bit confused as to why he would jump the start and then continue going right the way around though. I mean, he's gained himself 12 places, but he still probably will come out in last place after a drive-through. So you see what Kimi's going to do here as he comes up around the last sector of the track. So he's not pitting, so just have a look at Race Director. So he's not showing as anything, but Salzgitter Dustin has gained a place by corner cutting. So Kimi isn't showing any penalties. Unless there's a glitch on my end. I'm not sure about that one. We're going to go over Schweiz, who has Morgs for company. Morgs probably looking to line up an overtake as he come down the next straight after the hairpin. But on the back of him is JJ Rocks. So Schweiz has a little bit of company behind him in the form of Morgs and JJ. Got yellow flags in sector 2. Got Renault off the track. So Kimi is now in 6th. Not sure what's happening there. I'm wondering if there's just maybe a glitch on my end or something. It was a pretty strange one. Maybe a little bit of lag at the start, I'm not sure. So Schweiz still got Morgs and JJ Rock right on the back of him as we've got yellow flags in sector 3 now. So I was wondering if it was maybe Axe Curve. He's looking to line up and move on F1XL Roland. Kimi has dropped in a further position. So is he going to make a move into turn 1? No, but F1XL Roland is going to make a move on Lewis. Oh, was there contact there? It was maybe just a little bit of contact. But we also have Salzgitter Dustin sitting behind the Force India of Damon Rocks. Morg's still sitting on the back of Schweiz here. So this is the battle for 3rd place. These guys looking to get the final of the podium places. Still early in the race, but they're going to want to stake the case as soon as they can. Who's going to be first to possibly make a move though? There's yellow flags in sector 3, see if we can find those. Not sure where they are. So Morgs is taking Schweiz. Sorry we missed that one. But that's now put JJ right on the back of it. So JJ's going to go up the inside. Into the inside line going into the corner. He does just make it. Does he make it stick? Yes, he makes it stick coming out the exit. So in the space of about 3 corners, Schweiz has now lost 2 positions. Morgs and JJ Rock. JJ is going to be wanting to get onto the back of Morgs and try and pass him as soon as possible, if he can do it. But we have DRS now, so Schweiz is going to have DRS on JJ. Morgs isn't going to have it. He's going to have to defend from JJ Rocks here. No, he's not. JJ couldn't get close enough to make the move. JJ getting closer to that Ferrari of Fap Ericsson though. He can soon get into DRS range of him, which will help him defend the position from JJ. Schweiz has fallen to a second behind JJ now. He's out of DRS range. But is JJ going to be able to get close enough to do something down into turn 1? So he is making a few gains on that Sauber. So he's going to go for it. He's having a look down the inside. But he just can't do it. Morg's got the better run out of the corner. JJ's still right behind him though. He'll benefit from that slipstream coming up here into turn 4. As JJ puts it down the inside. Wheel to wheel here. JJ backs off just a little bit. This is bringing Schweiz a little bit closer to them as well. This is a battle for 3rd place, remember. So JJ again is going to get DRS. Schweiz also has DRS. Not able to do anything with it that time, but is it going to bring him close enough? That coming down the start-finish straight again, he can maybe line something up. So Fap Ericsson just seems to be falling further and further back into the path of these 3 cars. He's going to get caught up in this battle soon. It could well become the battle for 2nd place. I think it's probably going to. Yellow flags in sector 2 and 3. But JJ looks like he might make a move on Morgs down into turn 1. He's quite far back. As the look decides against it, we'll see if we can find those yellow flags. Not sure what they were for. The ice curve has worked his way back up to 10th. He has Lewis keeping him company. Lewis had a little look there as if he was going to make a move. Can he do anything up into turn 4? Nope, he's still going to be stuck behind that red wheel for another few corners. Back on this battle for 2nd place now. Morg's looking at Fap Ericsson. So this has become a battle for 2nd place. 4 cars battling it out here. Morg's is going to be the first to probably try and put a move on to Fap Ericsson. Well, Kimi the Iceman is in the pits. So's Salzgitter Dustin is also pitted as well. Both on the soft. And Morgs is going to be able to go longer into this race than Ericsson as well. These cars separated by about less than a second. Oh, as Fap Ericsson dives into the pits. He's pitted. Yellow flags again in sector 3. All eyes on Matty is retired. So JJ's gone up the inside of Morgs there. Morgs is going to try and come back up into turn 4 though. JJ's taking the inside line for the corner. JJ just creeps it ahead. We've got Schweiz sitting, maybe taking a look at Morgs now. So both the leaders are pitted. Kingly Diagram is also pitted. He's come out down in 9th place. These guys definitely on the 2-stop. What tyres have they gone for? So on the soft tyre, so JJ at the minute leading this race from Morgs and then Schweiz. Schweiz dropping off again. No, not really, actually. So apologies, I've still got the wrong interval on. JJ maybe starting to feel a little bit of a gap though. 8 tenths ahead as Schweiz comes into the pits. What's he going to do? So he's going to put on the yellow marked soft tyre. So he's also committing to the 2-stop. He's not going to get 21 laps from those softs. So Morg's just fallen back a bit from JJ now. A second down. Let's see. It doesn't look like there's anyone overly close on track at the moment. Fap Ericsson's coming up on the McLaren F1 XL Roland. Got yellow flags in sector 3. Who's that for? Not entirely sure who that's for. So Fap Ericsson probably going to look past McLaren on the next straight. He'd be very brave to move into the hairpin. He'll probably use the advantage of DRS, runs a little bit wide there on the entry. But he'll be getting frustrated, stuck behind that slower car. So he goes to make the move down the inside. Cleanly past the McLaren. He's now going to be looking to catch up to Kingly Diagram. But being stuck behind the McLaren runs wide. But that McLaren would have lost him some time there, being stuck behind that. Alex Curve now dropped down to 12th place, but he has pitted as well. Not the strongest race I've seen from him. Runs wide there. Just doesn't seem to be comfortable with his car today. Well, he's going to have Salzig or Dustin coming up behind him soon. Definitely looks like Dustin is gaining on him. We'll keep an eye on that one. As we watch Kingly trying to make his way back to first place. So he's only 16.5 seconds off the leaders. Having already made a pit stop. No one on track, really close at the minute. Not close enough to be having any battles. JJ Rock and the Red Bulls still leading this race. Just a matter of time now, so whether or not the 1-stop pays off for him. Salzig or Dustin has had Axe Curve, and Axe Curve is off. We'll jump on board with Kimmy the Iceman. See if we can find out where that's happened. Is that going to bring out a safety car? So it looks like he's been up here. So Kimmy slides round as well. Managed to just hold on to that. So it did look like that's where the yellow flags were going. I'm wondering if that's maybe where axe curve is spun off somewhere around there. But he is out of this race, so that means only one Red Bull will be collecting points today. There's definitely no pressure on JJ now to try and maximise the points. But he leads now 3 seconds from Morgs in the Sauber. Looks like Lewis is going to shape up to make a move on Schweiz here. He is on older medium tyres. Schweiz maybe just having a look at his teammate Ericsson. So he does it, he goes down the inside. Small tap there from the wheel, but he does get past him. But he's going to try and take that position back into turn 4. Wheel to wheel as they come out on the exit. Schweiz just takes that position. This battle is far from over, so they're going to come around here. Oh, as Lewis takes him back, but Schweiz makes a switch back. Lewis is going to get the DRS advantage coming down here. Probably not close enough to make a move though. He's in a second back now. But that DRS will help him just gain a little bit of time that he's lost. Coming in the final sector of the track here, he's now out of DRS range, according to my timings. That is not a battle that Schweiz would want to be getting involved in. He was battling with JJ and Morgs before he went into the pit stop. Damon Rock's getting fairly close to Sam MCL now as well. As Perez picks up a 3-second time penalty. I don't think Damon was close enough to the DRS, and no, he wasn't. Oh, Sam MCL is spun. He spun out there. There's nothing that Damon could do. I wonder if he took a little bit of front wing damage there. It looked like something maybe came off the car. I don't think. But it sounds like Damon has a puncture. He's pushed those tyres too hard. He's into the pits. Definitely seems like he's punctured that right rear, I would say. So he's gone for a set of the mediums. He's going to be trying to go to the end of this race now. Just 16 laps, it's more than possible. Kingsley Diagram is back in the lead. AJ Rocks is pitted, he's put the mediums on. Morgs is pitted and also put the mediums on. Morgs has come out behind Schweiz, but JJ has come out ahead of him. Only just though. So we're back on this battle for 4th place again. Schweiz is probably going to try and make a move coming down here, as Morgs runs wide in the background. Schweiz goes down the inside. JJ couldn't defend that one at all. But he's still right with him. He's going to be looking to try and gain that position back down the next straight. So he's a little bit back from him now, but he will get the DRS advantage coming round here. Just watch and see if JJ can gain on that Ferrari in front of him. Don't think he will. He's too far back to really try anything. As they come up the hill now towards turn 4. JJ's still too far back. Also got Perez getting close to rolling from the look of things, so keep an eye on those times, see if Perez can get any closer to him. Sam MCL's gaining on Salzburger Dustin as well, but this is the battle for 3rd place at the moment. JJ looking to nick himself a podium here. He's got the DRS. He's covered off the inside line before moving back to the braking zone there. So he's fully aware of that Red Bull behind him. Not taking any risks when it comes to losing his position. So these guys catching up again to Fap Ericsson from the look of it. So just heard from Josh, and apparently his wheel is disconnected. So that's unlucky for Josh. So JJ still stuck behind Schweiz in 4th place. Schweiz will have to pit again. He won't get another 14 laps out of those softs, whereas JJ can go to the end. Can JJ successfully pull off the 1-stop here to get onto the podium? So they are already 12 seconds back from the leader. Morgs is 15. Going off the pace of Kingsley Diagram. He'll be pitting again soon, I imagine, within the next 4 laps. He'll have the pace to probably catch back up and take the race win. So, realistically here, JJ on the strategy that doesn't require him to pit again. He doesn't need to get past that Ferrari. So Schweiz doing a dummy pit stop there, I think. That's giving JJ the opportunity to go up the inside. Down into turn 1. JJ on the better line, he takes the position. Can Schweiz stick with him to try and take it back into turn 4? He's getting the slipstream off of JJ, but I don't think he's going to get close enough to make him move. So JJ is now probably going to turn his attention to hunting down that 2nd place. Ferrari of Fap Ericsson sitting there. He's only a 1.5 seconds down the road. Morgs probably fancies himself a podium here as well, because he's not going to have to pit again. Yellow flags in sector 2-3. Kingsley Diagram has picked up a penalty there. Wondering if he's maybe cut a corner or gone wide, and that's what's caused the flags. He didn't lose any time to Fap Ericsson though, so I'm not sure what's happened there. JJ Rock a second behind 2nd place now. Was he close enough going through the DRS detection point to get DRS here? No, I don't think he was. But I imagine that these guys running in first, second and fourth now, as Perez has just made a move on Hamilton. I think Hamilton's into the pits, so he's going to be coming off those medium tyres. He's probably going to go. He's going to go into the quicker soft tyre now, coming towards the end of this race. JJ Rotten only 5 tenths behind Fap Ericsson, as Big Will has been overtaken by Sam MCL. He's not going to be able to get a position back. He's almost a second down on him already. So Sam recovering well from that spin that he had earlier on. Making his way back up the field. He's in the points now. Salzgiger Dustin on the McLaren of F1XL Roland. Takes a little bit too much curve, I think, there. Roland not giving up this place without a battle. These guys here simply fighting not to be last place. Bam, Schweiz is pitted. Schweiz. No, so JJ is in fact making moves on Fap Ericsson. There's a little bit of lag there, look at one of them maybe pitted. So JJ has taken that first place, but Kingley Diagram has pitted. That's what was causing all the moving around. So Kingley has come back out on the soft. So he's going to be going to the end of the race now. So Schweiz and Ericsson have got to be looking at pitting again now. Ericsson on lap holder tyres and Schweiz, so he's probably going to be the first one to dive in. Just hope that these drivers are communicating so they don't double stack in the pits. Is JJ going to come under pressure here? No, I don't think he is. So he's sitting in a very strong place for a podium at the minute. It just depends how quickly these medium tyres wear off for him. So we've got Morgs is caught right back up to this bunch again. So the top three separated by 2 seconds at the moment. Now, is either of these Ferraris going to pit? No, they aren't. They stay out. I wonder if they're just trying to get some sort of gap down to Kingley Diagram for Ericsson. Ericsson's going to try and go around the outside, but JJ closes that one off. Ericsson goes over the corner. Can't do anything up into turn 4 as we go up the hill. Just wasn't close enough. Morg's right on the back of Schweiz here now. So the one stop definitely paying off for Callum and Morg, for JJ and Morg, sorry. Callum unfortunately didn't make the race, that's why he sat down there in P16. He was disconnected right before it. So JJ and Morg's on the strategy that may just get them onto the podium. If they can make it stick, as Ericsson runs wide, picks up a 3-second time penalty, so penalties will play a part in this as well. Kingley is 5 seconds off these guys now that are battling for the lead of the race. We'll keep an eye on him as he comes back down. So Morg's here. Is he going to make a move on Schweiz? He goes down the outside, he makes it stick before they get to the corner. Schweiz will get a slipstream going up the hill off him though. Nothing to turn 4. You can just see in the background the Haas of Kingley Diagram. So JJ barely managing to pull out of DRS range on Ericsson though. They're still sitting around that second mark. As I say that, the gap drops a bit. Wonder if Ericsson made a mistake going into hairpin. He's now got Morgs to contend with. He still has Schweiz right on the back of him. So Morgs trying to attack and defend here. He's in a bit of a Ferrari sandwich that he's going to want to get out of as soon as possible. So he goes for a move on the last corner. Oh, can't make it happen. As Fap Ericsson pits. So Schweiz goes for the move on Morgs. Hasn't got the straight line speed to get past him though. He's going to try again into the corner. He moves to the inside. Wheel to wheel as we go around turn 2. Morgs gets the better run, but up the hill into turn 4, they're still side by side. Schweiz shown slightly ahead. Schweiz on the inside line, so he takes the position off Morgs. As Perez is dropping down the field further back, so he's pitted again, that's why. Kingley diagram now going to be coming onto the back of this battle, Morgs and Schweiz. Schweiz does still have to pit again though, so Morgs doesn't really need to be pushing it. He can just manage his tyres and maintain that gap for now, because I imagine Schweiz is going to pit on this lap. Anything that Schweiz is doing here is just pushing Morgs back into Kingley diagram. So Schweiz goes for more the inside line. Where's he going to go? So Schweiz pits. That gives Morgs some clean air now. Schweiz locking up the brakes there, trying to meet the speed limit for the pit lane. But Damon Rocks is up in 4th now. Kingley diagram in 3rd. I think the real question in this race, with the time that's left, is can Kingley diagram make up the 5 seconds he needs to get to JJ and take back one of this race, and have JJ, well, has Morgs more importantly managed to get himself a podium place here. I don't think either of the Ferraris are going to be able to make up that time now, as Perez is spinning around there. Looks like he's lost some front wing. Not sure if there was another car involved. So Kingley diagram looking to make the moves on Morgs. Won't get it done here, so yellow flags in sector 1. Not sure who that's for. Perez leaves the session. So Morgs is going to have to make that Sauber as wide as possible. Just whether or not he can do that for 7 laps. But that's exactly what JJ needs. JJ needs anything that's going to let him get just a little bit further up the road and slow Kingley diagram down. But Kingley's going to make a move down here into turn 1. Goes on the inside line. Morgs didn't really put up much of an effort to battle that. I think he knows if he plays his cards right, he will get a 3rd place today. Definitely Morgs just played the safe option for that one, and you don't blame him. So can Kingley make up the 3.5 seconds to JJ? That's what we'll be looking for. Salzgitter Dustin sitting behind F1XL Roland. Now this is for the last of the points places. Gonna make the move down into turn 1. Can I get done before turn 1? Yes, he can. Just about. yet so cleanly. Didn't get such a great run out of 1, but he's kept the position as they come out of 2. Now this is for the final point on offer here tonight. Perez has left, he's still shown in 13th place. Didn't retire his car, so that's still going to show as an AI. I'm just looking, so Fap Ericsson is almost 10 seconds down the road from 4th place. You just got to think that for the strategy hasn't really paid off for the 2 guys in the Ferraris today. Probably could have comfortably been on the podium, but clearly just weren't carrying the pace to pull off the 2 stop. But that all comes down to the condition that these medium tyres are in as they come to the end of the race, so they do have another 5 laps to do on them. So these guys still sitting fairly close. Dustin looks like he's just edging away ever so slightly though. Not by much. Oh, bumpy run over the curb, that's going to cost him time. Don't need to be making mistakes like that when you've got another car so close to you. Just waiting to pounce. The back wing of that McLaren opening up. Not going to get close enough to make him move. It's going to bring him nice and close for going in this last sector though. He can stay with the Haas. And get DRS again. Actually having a look down that little straight there. Roland on the soft tyre for 7 laps, so he is on quicker tyre and they're newer. Oh, so he does try to force it down the inside there, but he just runs wide and he's spun. Bit of an ambitious move, to be totally honest. I don't think he was ever going to make that happen. Schweizo's coming up on his teammate. So the Ferraris, so they're going to be battling out for the last couple of laps for 5th place. Kingley Diagram still hasn't caught JJ Rock though. He's running out of time to do it, so I wonder if JJ's just kept a little something in the bank, some extra fuel so he can turn the engine up, or save quite a bit of VRS waiting for this moment. Just wait and see if the Ferraris will just take home the positions and points that they have, or if they are indeed going to race until the end. So Schweiz has picked up a time penalty there. So Kingley getting very close to JJ now. Has JJ got any penalties? Because we know Kingley does. JJ has 2 warnings and no penalties, and Kingley has a penalty. But even if Kingley was to overtake JJ in the space of 2 laps, he would need to pull out a 3-second gap. I don't know if he's going to be able to do that. Price still behind his teammate. Can't find a way past, but we're going to watch the battle for first place. I don't think Kingly Diagram is going to be able to make this happen. Price cuts back to the outside line. Going to try and go round his teammate. Oh, Ericsson's gone off. Ericsson ran wide out the exit of turn 1 there. But has managed to get back into a position. Prize is still just behind him. Salzburger Dustin has managed to. Yep, so I think Roland span, if we remember. That'll be why. Looks like the closest battle on track in these closing stages of the race is going to be the two Ferraris. So, fantastic strategy from JJ and Morgs has helped them find their way onto the podium. Controller just cut out there. So Schweiss still behind his teammate. He'll look to make a move down here to turn 1 again. Can he do it? He goes to the inside line, but Fap Ericsson blocks him off. Kingley getting fairly close to JJ now, but it's still going to be pretty irrelevant. He's not going to pull out a 3-second gap in 1 lap. Schweiss and Ericsson. Schweiss goes down the inside. Can't make it happen there though. Well, the two teammates fighting tooth and nail for 5th position. Oh, Schweiss gives him just a little bump on the rear. That helps him get a better run at the turn. He has got the DRS as well. As he forces his way down the inside there. So Schweiss now up into 5th place. Ericsson takes a 3-second time penalty. Corner cutting. So JJ has dropped down now to 2nd. We're on the last lap. So on penalties, JJ will get promoted into 1st. So this battle will go for 5th place at the moment. So Fap Ericsson tries to go down the inside. And no, he went down the outside, he's done it. He blocks off his teammate there. He covers off the inside line, his teammate tries to go the long way round. So these guys are going to be battling until they get to the checkered flag. JJ maintaining that 3-second gap. Has JJ picked up any penalties? I don't think he has. So JJ still hasn't picked up a penalty, so he will finish in 1st on time penalties. So these two Ferraris are going to take it right down to the wire. Come around the final sector. Looks like there's a little bit of lag there. But is Schweiss going to be able to pull anything off as they come around the last corner and maybe nab that 5th place? I'm not sure on the penalties of these two, but for on track position right now. Can he do anything? He gets a good run out. So he will not take that position on track, but he will take it in penalties. So fantastic battle there. JJ Rock and Morgs to give themselves podium places. So see if we can get these guys into the lobby. Into the party. Sorry, we'll ask them a few questions. Not sure what account Morgs was on, so if we can get him in here. We'll give Morgs an invite. And we'll see if we can get Kingly Diagram in here as well. So we're joined right now by the race winner JJ Rock. So we'll start with you. JJ, fantastic drive today. How do you feel?
Oh, I'm so worn out. I had to proper push for that whole race. My tyres were done.
So the one stop definitely paid off for you. You managed to finish ahead of Kingly because he had a time penalty. Did you think at the start of this race you were even in contention for a win?
Yeah, I thought Bahrain was a really strong track for me, so I thought it could be a good chance for me to pick up some points. Yeah, my qualifying lap didn't go too well. I was practicing with Sam throughout the week, and he pulled out some banger lap, which for him was just ahead of me, and I started P8, which was a little bit lower than I would have wanted. And then I made a good start. I think I was up to P6 or something like that. And then I knew everyone ahead of me except for Morgs was on the supers. So then it was just basically me and Morgs, other than Kingly who was streaking away. And then the Ferraris got in the way a lot during the first and second stint, as Morgs would probably back me up on. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, it was just a race to the end really between me, Morgs, and Kingly. And I checked whether King had a penalty, begging he did, and he just about had one. So I didn't fight too much other than hold the inside on the straight. And then yeah, but our tyres were done on the first stint, so I'm at 76 to 80%.
So you were definitely in puncture territory then. Well, congratulations on your win.
Thank you very
Kingly,
much.
great drive today to get the second place. You showed loads of pace. You must feel just a little bit disappointed though that you picked up that penalty.
Yeah, first of all, congrats to JJ. A really good pace. I thought they were struggling a little bit more with the mediums at the end. So really good, really well done. But
Thank you.
I got a good lap in qualifying. I got pole with 3/10, I guess. Pulled away in my first and second stint, and just didn't have the concentration to finish this race. I made a mistake and some more faults, and I just forgot my time penalty, and that's why I lost this race. But I didn't have the pace for the win, because I had to make a stop more than JJ, and he had really good pace. So well done.
Thank you.
So nonetheless, still a fantastic drive. And I think without that time penalty, obviously it would have been very different. Could have been a closer few laps because JJ would have had to have more of a fight. Morgs, third place. Congratulations. How do you feel?
I know it's a good race. I'm happy with the result, but I mean, JJ was on the same strategy. I out-qualified him, but his race pace was just amazing. But I'm annoyed because I probably tyre saved a bit too much. I was good on the first stint. I was 70%, which was my target. I was aiming just to hit 70% in the end, so I was doing some good tyre saving. But I did lose a lot of time to JJ as well. And then second stint, I didn't push enough, and I was on like 60% at the end of the race, and I knew I just could have pushed more if I wanted to, and I was just tyre saving too much. And if I did push a bit more, I could have potentially beaten Kingly on penalties, but oh well, it is what it is. Third place and second in championship, not too bad at all.
Did you think, Morgs, that on the one-stop strategy that you'd be anywhere close to third today?
Yeah, that was the plan. My plan was a podium, especially considering my first lap in qualifying on the mediums, which came as a shock to me. I did not expect that pace because my fastest in practice was a 27.6 on softs, and I was a tenth behind that on mediums, so that came as a shock to me. So really, after I set my first qualifying lap, my aim was a podium.
Congratulations, guys. JJ, well done for the win today. Very strong drive.
Thank you. I just a commiseration for Josh, whose wheel shut down halfway through the race and he had to go onto pad.
No comment. Right. Well done, guys. So thank you for joining us here for the RFL Round 2. You can catch us here again very, very soon in about 40 minutes for the Tier 1 race. And then again next Saturday night at 7 and 9 for Tier 2 and Tier 1 again for Round 3.
I'll be commentating Tier 1.